This week, find out who wins the Queen Victoria Hospital.
I need this because I haven't had a Coke all day.
He spends his panhandle change on crack cocaine. He's got schizophrenia with manic depression. Street crack is the worst possible medicine.
Just a little taste.
He's gone from the mouse to the crack house in a week. Wheeler, his manager, and he's out. Smashed furniture, and he's out. Michael Williams is still on his meds, but he's running in the streets, homeless. The worst kind of homelessness awaits the mentally ill. In Toronto, they cling to the underside of the city. Down to the river, they haul old mattresses and tarpaulins. They sleep perched under bridges. Inside girders that rumble with rush hour traffic, they fashion a kind of a home. Some who are so disturbed they cannot face a bed in a shelter spend their nights under roofs like this one. For 10 years, 79-year-old Fred Dunn has chosen to live outside.
Life is made up from day to day of a lot of little episodes. You learn from life. When you get exposed to
For 10 winters, he has slept back in the woods, hoarding everything he needs to survive and fend off danger.
Am I crazy? Am I crazy? These people can't understand. In many respects, I'm far ahead of these people in my thinking and all that. And
why do you live outside, Fred?
Because I'm out to make a record for the 100 meters. And my stopwatch doesn't lie. As I told you, it doesn't say, hey, Fred, you're a good guy. Just for you, we'll knock off our second.
Fred lives by an old runner's track. He runs obsessively, incessantly, perhaps to escape the memories of therapy at a hospital in Whitby, Ontario 30 years ago. Electroshock therapy.
I told you about the shock treatments. I had to ask them, how many more do I have to take? Oh man, I wrote this, composed this. I remember the horror that was Whitby. It wasn't a hospital, it was a living hell. It didn't matter if a patient got well.
Mornings, they emerge from their hideaways or hostels onto the street. A shabby army on the lookout for a meal, a drink, some spare change, and an ear for their dreams and distress.
It's the home front that counts, and genocide and Napoleon and Cachon all mean the same thing, that's all.
If they want one.
As a matter of fact, I happen to know somebody who is capable of traveling to Jupiter and back by himself in a matter of a split second.
She came from Zion, the space station.
Nettie Kruger is one of a handful of mental health workers who try to pull people out of the ravines, off the streets, and into safe housing.
Okay, well, why don't we give it a try?
Okay.
Do you know if
That's where Michael Williams is now. Broke, homeless, his illness chewing at him. He's staying at the Toronto men's hostel, Seton House. About a third of the 600 men here have mental health problems. Most of the hospitals that used to treat them have closed. Seton House has become a psychiatric institution on the cheap. Most of the workers are trained to deal with the homeless, but not the mentally ill. Michael Williams endures this bedlam for 4 nights.
I'm not even gonna get up to the kitchen. I'll show everybody everything's good. I don't care, but sit up on the floor.
The people that are in there have seriously wrong things happening every day.
Michael has stopped taking his drugs, and in the TV room, the schizophrenic delusions surge back.
There was nothing to this place except sitting in front of these huge, screwed-up TV pictures and listening to a pounding noises.
Out of the hospital, evicted from his apartment, now running from the shelter, Michael Williams is heading for the dangerous world of the parks and the streets. Some of the things he remembers have broken his mind.
People have no idea in warfare. If you shoot somebody and they carry on kicking their feet and spasming, and that'll go on for 5 or 10 minutes. And the only way to stop them is to take a pistol and blow the back of their head out so that the top of the spinal cord is removed, and that stops them spasming. Otherwise, it really is ghastly.
Like many of the mentally ill, Kit Rice begins his day with an arsenal of drugs. He takes antidepressants, antipsychotics, tranquilizers. Drugs that muffle the flashbacks that dog his every step.
Somebody backfires down Young Street, and the first thing that happens is it's about 3 minutes before my pulse comes back down below 110.
Every morning, Rice makes a pilgrimage to a pharmacy at a local department store for orange juice.
Morning, Karen. Yeah.
It's methadone.
I wish you could make this stuff taste good. Thanks very much, sir. See you tomorrow morning. Oh, Lord.
The methadone counters an addiction to the drugs he takes to kill the pain of his war injuries. There's enough medical irony here to last a doctor a lifetime. NATO is Ben Ing.
So learning to use your skills for a different way.
Right now I'm going through a triggering thing.
The agency that owns the house pays him 3 days a week to be a kind of psychiatric handyman.
Appointments.
Yeah. So there's about here.
He handles 10 people in 2 houses. He's busy.
Show me where you think it's coming from.
Well,
About 7 hours after that, the body of John Bonet was found in the basement by her father.